All right, so this is the try it section of your notebook or of this lesson. I want to call it try it instead of your assignment because I really want to encourage you to at least try doing the work. So for these three, and I also posted a picture, like a little gray box underneath this video that has these three on there. So in case after you're done watching the video, you're all set up and you don't need to keep the video playing or pause it. So you can just go to that box after watching this. So you're going to turn the page from your notes, label it, try it. And then number 1, 2, and 3, I skipped 3 lines in between to give myself some space. Or if you want to do one at a time, do number 1, write down the words for this number, do number 2, and so on. I just wrote them out ahead of time because I knew with my handwriting it takes that much space. All right, so I gave you guys an example. I'm going to give you another example, just in case you need a little bit more before you start these on your own. And you don't need to write this down unless you feel like you really need to have it. Otherwise, you can just watch me do it. All right, so we have, I'm just making these numbers up. Okay, now another thing too, when you're writing your decimal as a dot, make sure it's big enough, not just like that. Make sure it's big enough so you can see that it's there and that you know it's not a comma. That's really important. Okay, so what I'm going to do first in the directions, it says read this number out loud. So I'm going to do like what I showed you in the other video. You have 294 and 287, and the place value right here is thousands. So you're going to say thousands. Okay, so I'm going to say it all together like as if I wasn't covering it. 294 and 208, or I'm going to start over. I was going to say 87. I was flip-flopping those in my brain. All right, 294 and 278 thousandths, because the 8 is in the thousands place. Okay, now on the slide after this one, there is a slide with all the number words on it in case you guys need it for spelling. Because yes, spelling counts, especially when you have the resource right there that all you have to do is go to the next slide and write it down the correct way. All right, so 200, and I'm writing as neat as I can and writing on those lines and making sure I have a space in between my words. 294. Okay, now I'm to my decimal. I'm going to say and I like to write this all capital letters just so I know that that's a decimal. And then I'm going to write it just like as if it was a whole number. 278. Okay, so am I done? No, with decimals, you need to make sure that you write the last place value when you're saying it or writing it. So 294 and 278, the 8 is in the thousands place. All right, I'm going to double check it before I move to the next one. 294 and 278 thousandths, because the 8 is in the thousands place. All right, so you're going to do 1, 2, and 3 on your own. You're going to try it. You're going to use my examples. You're going to use the notes that we took on this side of my paper, all these notes that I took, and you're going to try 3 on your own. If you don't get them correct, that's okay. I need you to try it. And then tomorrow, we're going to go over the answers for 1, 2, and 3. All right, good luck. Get trying.